From the High Definition Production Center of Troy University's Broadcast and Digital Network at Troy, Alabama's International University, this is Troy TrojanVision News.
Hello and welcome to Troy TrojanVision News for February 14th, 2017. I'm Samantha Charles.
And I'm Sarah Singletary. Thank you for joining us this evening. Today's not an ordinary Tuesday, as millions of people around the world are celebrating Valentine's Day. And Troy University is no exception, as multiple organizations got out and spread a little love. Seth Hawk has a story.
Love is in the air on the Troy University campus, as Troy's University Activities Council held a Valentine's Day raffle in the Trojan Center.
So today we're having the Valentine's Day raffle, and basically what that is we're just having people come and guess the amount of Starbursts there are in this big jar, and then if they guess correctly without going over, they win this basket, and in the basket there's 8 movies, a movie ticket, 2 University Activities Council cups, and some chocolates and stuff, just basically your complete package for Valentine's Day.
Troy's University Activities Council isn't the only organization to show some Valentine's Day spirit today, as Sigma Alpha Iota is spreading some love to local music programs through their philanthropy.
We are having a giveaway of school supplies to benefit our philanthropy, SAI's Philanthropy Week, and all the money goes to the John M. Long School of Music and to help benefit music in schools and communities all around Southeast Alabama.
According to Wells, SAI holds this event annually, and this time their Philanthropy Week just so happened to fall on Valentine's Week.
We have a Philanthropy Week every year where we spend the entire week raising money and usually end it with one big event. So this is just the week of the year. It happened to fall on Valentine's Day, so we're doing a Valentine's Day themed.
The proceeds from the SAI fundraiser will not only go to the Hall School of Music, but will go to other organizations such as the McDowell Colony. Seth Hawk, Troy, TrojanVision News.
For more information on any of the organizations that were featured, you can follow them on social media respectively at Troy UAC and at SAI_Delta Zeta.
Tonight, couples will be going out on dates, to dinner, and a movie. But last night, some couples took a different swing at Valentine's Day. Justin Walker has the details.
Troy University Swing Dance Club held a 50s-themed sock hop to celebrate Valentine's Day on Monday night in Troy's Arboretum.
Tonight we're having the Valentine's Day sock hop. We usually have one at the end of the year, but this is where we can all come and dress up in our leather jackets and be cool and come swing dance until we get tired.
With the gentlemen wearing white t-shirts and the ladies in mini skirts, the Swing Dance Club brought back songs from the 50s as the partners swung their way across the dance floor. And for those that may not have known how to dance 50s style, the Swing Dance Club will show you how.
Regardless of your expertise, the Swing Dance Club will teach you anything from a simple dance move to something like this, the pretzel.
And one student shares with me why she decided to join Troy Swing Dance Club.
Well, dancing translates to so many different cultures. It's something that you can do in any country if you go somewhere else, and it's a really good way to meet people from all sorts of different places.
Hay says that learning swing dances adds more variety to the style that you don't normally see in modern dances.
There's just something different about it. A lot of people don't do it. You see a lot of dances nowadays. They're kind of all the same, lots of popping and locking and whatnot, and this is just, there's a lot of skill, and it seems a lot more fun to me.
For those interested in joining Troy Swing Dance Club, it meets on Mondays at 8 p.m. in the Trojan Center ballrooms. Justin Walker, Troy, TrojanVision News.
Once again, the Swing Dance Club meets every Monday night at 8 p.m. in the Trojan Center ballrooms. Its next event is a 20s jazz extravaganza held later this semester. And Trojans looking to build a relationship with someone this Valentine's Day had some help from a group known for building.
That's right, Samantha. Troy University's Habitat for Humanity helped speed up the relationship process a little with some speed dating. Kwana Clark has the details.
Just in time for Valentine's Day, Troy University's Habitat for Humanity put together a speed dating event in which students could potentially find their perfect mate in less than a minute.
The purpose was to bring the community out of Troy University to get to know new people and make connections. This is actually our first time doing this new event, and we are trying to keep it going in the future, so we was just trying it out for the first time and see how it goes.
A general admission of $1 not only gives the students a chance to be struck by Cupid's bow and arrow, but also could help a family in need.
Basically, Habitat for Humanity is an organization who helps a family out in need. We normally build a house at least once a year. Unfortunately, we're not working on a house this year, and we should start on one the next semester. And our dollar is going towards us raising money for that house for the family in need. And we actually help out the Pipe County chapter, and they're also raising money for our next project.
And if Cupid accidentally misses, Troy University student Deron Anthony offers advice to single students on Valentine's Day.
Just be yourself, have a cordial time. That's the biggest thing. If you really for real about being in a relationship or being single, just enjoy yourself, enjoy life, and then everything will fall into place.
Juana Clark, Troy, TrojanVision News.
If you'd like any information on any future habitat builds in Pike County, you can visit their website at troypikehabitat.com.
Now, the latest in Trojan sports on TrojanVision News.
Thank you for staying tuned for TrojanVision Sports. Last night, the men's basketball team wrapped up their Louisiana swing in Monroe, and it was a thriller with the Trojans coming out on top. It was a 73-72 overtime victory that came down to the final few plays to give the Trojans the win. Juan Davis hit a huge three-pointer to put the Trojans up 64-61 with 46 seconds to play in regulation, but the Warhawks would make a shot that would tie the game up with 26 seconds to go. Now jumping to the extra period, the first overtime game of the season for the Trojans, things did not look too good after a jumper from ULM's Travis Munnings gave the Warhawks a 72-70 advantage. With 22 seconds left on the clock, is that enough time to bake something right? Coming out of a timeout, Troy had 22 seconds to make some shake. Patty cake, Kevin Baker had the ball in his hand. He baked up a cake that tasted like a win. Baker broke the hearts of Warhawk fans everywhere, draining a three from deep to give the Trojans a 1-point advantage with just 3 seconds to play. One last heat from ULM fell just short of the rim, and Troy escaped with the 73-72 victory. Head coach Phil Cunningham wraps up last night's action.
Try to convince our guys that they're just as good as anybody in the league, regardless of their record. And they jumped on us early, and we just hung around in the first half, and then it just went back and forth in the second half, got into overtime, and fortunately Kevin Baker made a huge three to win the game.
Varnado's double-double on the night, but the Trojans will return to Trojan Arena for 2 crucial home games against Coastal Carolina on Saturday and Appalachian State on Monday. And while the men's basketball team conquered teams abroad, back on the home turf, or home court I should say, the men's tennis team made their home debut at the Lunsford Tennis Complex yesterday against North Florida, and everything was all but sweet. The Trojans dropped to 2-6 on the season after losing 4-1 to the Ospreys. The Ospreys swooped in and captured 2 of the 3 doubles matches played on Monday. The only doubles pairing for the Trojans to come out victorious was the pair of Pablo Marino and Mustafa Belcour. The 2 defeated North Florida's Zach Goldberg and Sahil Deshmukh 6-2. In the singles competitions, Hassan Ndaishme was the lone Trojan to win his singles competition, defeating the number 62nd ranked player Jefta Kisic 6-2 in straight sets. Next up for the Trojans, it's back on the road for a matchup against Old Dominion on Friday. And there are just 3 more days, not counting today, until the first pitch of the 2017 season is thrown for the baseball team, and it'll take place over at the Riddle Pace Field in Troy, where the Trojans open with a 4-game series hosting Xavier. But after 3 weeks of only practicing against each other and not having played a regulated game since the fall, how exactly does head coach Mark Smart expect his team to play? Well, a typical coach answer: he expects his team to perform. Take a listen.
I expect our team to play well. I do. I have a high expectation because we practice very well. And sometimes the transition from practice to game is not always smooth, but you certainly expect that to be the case. And in this case, we're an older team. Jamal, we've got experience, so I think that transition will happen. But again, when the lights come on, makes people do some crazy things, man.
Friday night, the Trojans welcome in Xavier from the Big East Conference. Last season, the Musketeers played in an NCAA regional, so it's not an easy stroll for the Trojans to start the season. First pitch is at Riddle Pace Field Friday at 6 p.m.